Alright, y'all in for a treat tonight. This is my speed farming demon. Demon, I tell you. It's actually the Necromancer, and those of you that are familiar with playing rats, this is kind of like a rat Necromancer build, except it takes away the squishiness factor, and we can just speed farm in all the Skeletal Mage glory that you're seeing right now. So, those of you that do play a lot of rat runs and play in rat groups and grind those Paragon levels out, you'll know, if you've played a rat before, you'll know just how squishy they are and how easy it is to die. They require a lot of support. Take away that support and the rat is just a glass cannon that's going to get one shot pretty much wherever they go, especially in like higher GRs, even Torment 16 for sure. That is if they're alone. Super powerful, but they need that support. What I've done is I've tweaked the original rat and made it into this super speed, demonic, invincible Necromancer rat speed farming professional. So what you see here, I'm doing solo Nephilim Rift farming here, trying to get my keys so I can do rat runs myself. It has been a slow season for me, but anyway, another story for another time. I'm just here to show you all this awesome Nephilim speed farming build. Torment 16, you can play it in groups, you can play it on your own, it don't matter, you'll kill everything and you'll survive for sure. Ain't nothing gonna kill us. You wanna know how to do this? Well, let's go to town! So this is my speed farming demon right here. Doesn't he look evil and very speedy? Alright, so we'll get straight into the item, the gear required. I'm using Leoric's Crown for shoulders, Razet's Volition, Haunted Visions for the amulet, the chest piece, Requiem Seraplate, the gloves, St. Andrew's Gauge. Now this, you can also alternate with the gloves that I have in Canonized Cube, but we'll get to that in a second. For the bracer slot, I'm using Nemesis braces here. The gold wrap belt, which helps us keep her alive, but this doesn't work on its own. It's definitely something very, very handy, but I'll get to the gems in a second and explain how that works. The rings, Crispin Sentence, and Avarice Band. Avarice Band gives us that beautiful gold pickup radius, and again, when I get to the gems, you're going to understand why that's important. Hexing Pants of Mr. Yan. So those of you that play rats, you'll see a lot of similarities here. Couple changes that have happened, but not that much, to be honest with you. Side of the cycle for the weapon, Stuart's Greaves boots for the boot section, and I'm using Bone Ringer, but of course, same as rats, you can use Bone Ringer or Lost Time, or whatever offhand rolls with the best possible stats for you. You definitely want as high damage as possible, but with Torment 16, it's not that super important. We're not speed farming Paragons and doing high level groups or anything like that in this instance. Now the gems, like I mentioned, I'm using the cooldown diamond gem for the helm. The rest, we're using the Topaz Intelligence gems. For the legendary gems, we're using Legacy of Dreams there. We're using Enforcer, and also, most importantly, Boon of the Hoarder. The way Boon of the Hoarder works, as soon as we're killing enemies, they're going to explode with gold. And when they explode with gold and we pick it up, because we've got that awesome pickup radius, which it says right there, every time you pick up gold and health, your pickup radius increases by 1 yard for 10 seconds, stacking up to 30 times. So we're going to get 30 yard pickup radius. Gold's going to be picked up everywhere. And as we're picking up gold, we're going to get more movement speed. In addition to that, we're also going to get a lot of armor from gold wrap, and that's going to keep us alive. So the more we kill, the more gold we pick up, the more radius we get, and obviously the more survivability we get with the gold wrap there. So items, pretty self-explanatory. I am going through this quite quickly. If you're baffled and still want to see this in a written version, I will definitely I will definitely post a written link for D3 Planner down below in the description area, so check that out. What else do I have to go through? Obviously the skills. I'm using Land of the Dead with Frozen Lands, Skeletal Mage with Life Support, Devour with Devouring Aura, Simulacrum with Reservoir, Blood Rush with Metabolism, Bone Armor with Harvest of Anguish. You can obviously swap this out for something else, but because we're speed farming, this increases our movement speed, so it makes sense. For the passives, we're using Overwhelming Essence, Fueled by Death, Extended Servitude, and Final Service. And very importantly, Canonized Cube, which I'm hoping you can see from my head here. Yeah, I'll bend down a little bit. I'll just go all, you know, awkward and stuff. Tasker and Theo are the gloves I was talking about before. If you get like a really awesome pair of Taskers and they got better stats than your St. Andrews and they're ancient, because obviously we want to, by the way, we want to make sure everything's ancient at minimum here. Primal Ancients are nice, but you don't get any bonuses. Basically, it stacks with the Legacy of Dreams here. 375% increased damage for each ancient item, and it reduces damage taken by 2%. No, sorry, for each legendary item, 375% damage increase and 2% damage reduction. But if you have ancients, each ancient you have doubles that bonus. So obviously that's a huge, ridiculous damage increase, doubling those percentages just by having ancients. So no doubt you want to have all ancients, and obviously no set item bonuses equipped as well. But you definitely want to have a setup similar to this. Like I said, you can definitely swap out Andrews for Taskers here. Just depends how good they roll and what you're comfortable with. But what we're using here, Messerschmitt's Reaver, Tasker and Theo, the Ring of Royal Grandeur should not be in there. We want to activate, we want to whack in Convention of Elements. I don't think there's anything much better than that. And of course, in Geom here in our 4th Canonized Cube slot. If you're from the future, you're probably wondering how do you get this 4th Canonized Cube slot? It's only because we're in Season 22 right now as I'm making this video. Otherwise, you'd probably want to either whack out Messerschmitt's Reaver and put in Geom there, or, well, yeah, you probably can't really equip any of them, but we're definitely benefiting big time from having 2 cooldown reduction items here. Maybe you can put in like Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac for the ring if you're struggling with cooldown, but right now with Messerschmitt's and Geoms, I'm going fine. Convention of Elements for some increased damage there. But if you're still struggling for cooldown reduction, you can definitely whack in Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, which will give you even more cooldown. I don't even have one at the moment in Canonized Cube. I haven't actually extracted legendary power this season. I've got a lot of them. If you don't believe me, I'll show you a lot of them here. If I want the power of the obsidian, I'll just go like this. Which one's a shitty one? None of them are particularly that good. So we'll go over here. Let's say we really want Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, and we want to see how much it actually impacts our cooldowns and makes us even better. We can go like that and change to Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. But yeah, I'm not too sure when it actually changed to Ring of the Royal Grandeur then. Sometimes Diablo goes funny and changes things around. I get that problem with Armory. Anyone else get that? Sometimes you go there and like you equip your items, but not that one. And sometimes like you'll look at your items or you'll equip them and they'll change rings on you or something like that. But yeah, it's happened to me a few times this season. It's been a very unusual season. Lots of bugs and crashes. But anyway, enough babble for the minute. That pretty much covers off the awesome rat farming build. It's awesome whether you're playing in groups or solo, and you can definitely speed farm zerg the hell out of Nephilim Rifts to get those stones so you can keep on farming your rat runs or whatever you might be doing. As we all know, if you want to do greater rifts, you need to farm those stones, and this is definitely a handy way. Also can be used for bounties. Basically anything other than GR, because we're relying on that gold to keep us alive and keep us moving real fast, just like you saw. Booyah! Don't forget to check out the description below for the written version. That way you don't have to keep rewatching my video. But hey, if you want to keep seeing this ugly mug, you're more than welcome to. You sickos. See you next time.